If you find yourself being quite indecisive because you're trying to optimize decisions, or you find yourself judging yourself a lot, saying that you've done the wrong thing, you've done things that you shouldn't, then this video is for you. It's fair enough that you want to be fulfilled and make clear decisions and feel good about your decisions and trust yourself. And it can be very easy to make the assumption that success, reaching our potential, happiness, fulfillment comes from making the correct choices in life. Chloe came to her session with me last week and I asked her, what do you want to get out of this session? And she said, I need to know what I'm doing. I need to find the path for me to be on in life. And this was interesting because as we dug a little bit deeper, we uncovered that Chloe had a very strong narrative that there was a right way of being, there was a right choice for her to make, there was a right or wrong thing to say in a given situation. She lived her life governed by this right, wrong, rule-bound thinking. What she came to understand and what she's gone off to do is get clear on what it is that she values and then start making decisions accordingly and start showing up accordingly and allowing the path to form itself out of that. It is perfectly valid to want to have a sense that you are in control of your own life. And if you want to be in control of your own fulfillment, if you've had this narrative of there's a right or wrong way of being or a right or wrong choice to make, then you may have been looking for that sense of control in an unhelpful place. It keeps us in a very rigid frame of mind. When you're wanting fulfillment, you want to be fulfilled in the day-to-day of your life. Well, that's born out of feeling like we're doing right by ourselves right here in the moment. And what aligns with us in that moment and what feels right to us in that moment is context dependent. We can't say that doing or saying a particular thing is right or wrong because it depends on the context. For example, a client said to me a couple of months back, well, it's wrong to be selfish. And I said, what, all the time? It's wrong to be selfish? Imagine that we eradicate my ability to be selfish from me. All self-serving behavior, now impossible. I wouldn't survive because even eating a meal, using the bathroom, getting a glass of water, these are self-serving behaviors. So I wouldn't survive. There's a time and place for me to be selfish. There's a time and place for me to be selfless. It depends on the context. If we can get rid of this narrative of there's a right or wrong thing to do or say in this moment, then it allows us to tune in with ourselves and ask ourselves, what feels right to me in this moment? What feels like it aligns with me in this moment? How do I want to show up for myself and others in this moment? Because right and wrong doesn't exist. It's not about the thing that's said. It's not about the choice. It's not about the action. It's about the intention behind it and how much that aligns with our values. Are we showing up how we want to show up for ourselves and others? That's one question that I invite you to ask yourself every night before you go to sleep. Instead of thinking, right, wrong, did I do the right thing? Did I do the wrong thing? You can ask yourself, did I show up how I wanted to show up for myself and others? And yes, that will require some understanding of what it is that you value. You might be wondering, at how do I handle judgment from other people around me who still believe that there's a right or wrong thing for me to say or a right or wrong thing for me to do? You also might be wondering, okay, but if my intentions are in line with my values, fair enough, but what if the outcome hurts someone? How do I reconcile that? To understand more about how this works and for more useful insights on this topic, I invite you to head to the description because I've got a couple of other videos on this channel that I think might be helpful for you. And I'll see you in the next one.